Welcome back for the second part of this quarter-final. Tonight's play, we've got the two Englishmen currently knocking up. James Willstrop, the number 2 seed, he takes on the number 5 seed, Darryl Selby. Just to recap the results earlier, Rodriguez 3-1 against Maxley. Matthew holding off Mossad in that third game to win 3-love. Selby on court with Willstrop, and then Barker against Rosner. So Darryl Selby's 31 years of age, number 10 in the world rankings, 9th appearance in this event. It is a local event for him. He is from Essex, Darryl Selby. Fortunately for him, he's won 11 PSA World Tour titles. He had a real tussle yesterday. He was 2-love down against the qualifier, Jonathan Kemp. Managed to win in 5. James Willstrop has won this event 4 times previously. 2013. It's a big tournament for him, and he loves playing here, obviously. 17 PSA World Tour titles, but 4 of them from this Canary Wharf Classic. Extraordinary, really. And Darryl Selby got his sole victory ever through the whole of the juniors they played each other, and that was in the Qatar Classic. James Willstrop had come back from the World Championships. That was the time when he had his, his partner, Vanessa Atkinson, had their baby son, Logan. Very, very common name in Pontefract. So James Willstrop, who has a problem sleeping anyway, is looking a lot sharper after getting used to having a lovely young boy. At times he can be known as the Dark Shadows. He has this ability to hover in the background. It looks like he's actually hovering, but he's walking, but he just kind of, or he's kind of walking on an escalator. He always gives you that knowing look of a wry smile. He's a really interesting character. Very, very nice boy. Well, joining me in the commentary box for the last 2 matches, we've got Lee Drew. Well, Lee, great to have you back. I've got my glasses on because I was struggling to see earlier today. I'm very, very excited. I'm looking for...
Are you sure it's only my last commentary tournament?
Certainly not mine, Drew boy. But what's your prediction for this match between Darryl Selby and James Willstrop? Have you got some inside information?
Well, I think Darryl Selby's been struggling a bit with a sore back, so it's going to be interesting to see how he backs up from yesterday's 3-2 with Jonathan Kemp.
Was that a pun?
It seems like it was. But I think James Willstrop was looking in very good form yesterday on this court. He does love it here, and it's going to be very difficult for Darryl Selby, so I'm going for a James Willstrop a victory.
I'm going to say Willstrop will win this 3-love. Well, Paul Selby terrorising some poor young lady who's thinking, I really don't know this guy and I hope he doesn't keep talking to me. He's clapping his hands there, and I feel sorry for her having to sit next to Paul Selby when his son's playing. He'll be reminding her every rally that Darryl is his son. Luckily, Ken Narain, court cleaner, is on. There he goes again. He just won't leave her alone. will be keeping eyes on Paul Selby. His wife Karen is lovely, she's working at the event, she's here. She'll be keeping an eye on him too. And Elliot Selby's here, the younger brother of Darrell. And Darrell's sister is also here. So the whole of the Selby clan are here. Why are you shaking your head like that, you weirdo?
Because Lauren Selby's not here.
Where's Lauren? She was here yesterday. Why isn't she here today?
Working, I think.
The Canary Wharf Classic 2014 third quarter-final match between both players from England. Darrell Selby serving, James Willstrop receiving. Best of 5 games. Love all.
Well, John Mazzarella needing a little bit of clearance there. Slightly dry in this arena, particularly for John.
Hand out. 1 love.
Pinpoint accuracy from James Willstrop. We'd expect nothing less from the marksman.
Hold up. 2 love. Down.
That's a nice attack from Darrell Selby.
Hand out. 1-2.
It'll be a sign that he's not too comfortable on the court. Looking to attack at every opportunity.
Hand out. 3-1. Hand out. 2-3. Down. And out. 4-2.
Well, that's tight. That's very, very tight.
5-2 left.
That's all I can say about that.
There we go again. Outright winner into the
6-2.
back of the court from James Willstrop, driving through the line.
Two.
Well, it's been a very good start from James Willstrop. Darryl Selby not really moving very freely. Very unusual to see Darryl Selby going for an attack off the return of serve. Well, he's in considerable discomfort, Darryl Selby, moving around the court.
9-2. And out. 3-9.
There you see, it's just caught on his heels, not moving at all. Very disappointing for Darryl Selby. He can't get himself going, but the body is not responding for the man from Essex at the moment.
Well, the 7-game ball.
11-3, game to Willstrop. Willstrop leads.
Opportunity there, being taken straight away. It's a dry atmosphere even in the commentary suite here. 8 minutes, Willstrop takes it 11-3. He leads by 1 game to love.
Well, it was a solid start as we expected from James Willstrop. Pinpoint accuracy into the back of the court, but Darryl Selby going for the shots right from the off and not comfortable on court at the moment. The body just won't get going, so he'll be hoping that he can loosen it up. Of course, he will have gone through lots of treatment since yesterday, this morning, and getting ready for this match, and it just doesn't seem to be working. So he'll be hoping, as it did yesterday, it will free up a bit and he'll start to move and make this difficult for James Willstrop. But so far, it's been very comfortable for the Yorkshireman.
Well, James Willstrop not being troubled. Darryl Selby looking very stiff. He could actually have a bit of a back problem, possibly. He was complaining about something earlier today, Drew Boy, which is a real shame for the crowd here, who would be willing a real English tussle between the north-south divide. But this will aid James Willstrop. He'll be getting into a semi-final very, very fresh in what is an unbelievably competitive and highly sought-after event.
Well, it's an event that he thrives in as well, so he'll definitely be pleased if this carries on the way that it started. It's clearly a title that the players love to win and hold, because It's always very strong year on year.
Well, just looking at Daryl Selby there, just looking out to his dad. One thing about Daryl Selby, he won't be struggling for heating.
1 game to love
In his house. He's got a terrific sponsor there, Principal Heating Solutions, so you can't complain about a cold house, surely.
I'm sure they'll look after him.
That's just too tight.
1 love. Down. Come on, Daryl. 2 love.
Oh, someone in the crowd willing Daryl on in a kind of irritated fashion there.
So you can just see the body
3
language
love.
from Daryl Selby. What's interesting though is look how focused James Willstrop is. He's paying no attention to Daryl Selby. He's just keeping his mind on winning this match. There you saw there's no response from the movement from Daryl Selby as he went into the back.
Five love.
These two players will be featuring in a brand new event to Squash TV in April, straight after the World Series events in Elguna.
And out 1-5.
James Willstrop's the highest seed, with Daryl Selby being a previous winner of the Grasshopper Cup, which is a very prestigious Swiss event establishing itself on the calendar. So look out for that one, viewers at home.
Stroke to Selby. 2-5. Come on. Down. And out. 6-2. Down. 7-2. So
James Willstrop looking very comfortable here at the moment. I think it's only going to be a stroke. It's interesting.
3-8.
Well, there's not going to be much comeback, is it? Because Daryl Selby cannot function 100% here. Playing the number 2 seed, 4-time holder of this event, James Willstrop. Out of the 17 PSA World Tour titles he's won, 4 of them have been here.
Down and out. 9-3.
Well, you see the face of Daryl Selby. He's irritated at the fact that he can't put up the fight that he'd like to.
No lad. 10-3.
Well, Daryl Selby's going to review this.
Selby video review.
Problem is
decision.
he's not really moving, and obviously normally he'd go and get this ball, but he was caught on his heels and not really going anywhere. So it's going to be interesting. Got a feeling it will remain as a no-let.
They're not going to give a let ball, are they? He can't move anyway. He's not made a massive amount of effort, so
no
sensible, common sense decision there, Drew Boy.
Selby has no reviews remaining.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame for Daryl Selby.
Game ball.
7 game balls for Mr. Willstrop here.
Down and out. 4-10. Game ball. Game to Willstrop. Willstrop leads 2 games to love.
So James Willstrop, unfortunately not being tested, just 7 minutes, extends his lead, 11-4 to 2 games to love.
Well, it's a shame for the full house here at the East Winter Gardens in London, and a shame for Daryl Selby and his supporters, but his body just isn't responding this evening, and when you're playing someone of the quality of James Willstrop, there's just no competing if you're not functioning at 100%. So it's a shame, but Daryl Selby trying very hard, trying to stick in there, but not really enough.
Well, Daryl Selby really struggling out there, and James Willstrop is not the opponent you want to be playing. Willstrop has to do his job and be professional and cut through Daryl Selby as quickly as he can, because he needs to be fresh for the semi-final stage. But all the fans for Daryl Selby, unfortunately, it's just a matter of time before he departs from this event.
Well, it is, and it's such a shame for everyone back home who were obviously looking forward to a very competitive English tussle, but we're not going to get that, and it is such a shame for Daryl Selby, but he'll be looking to get going. He'll want to make as much of an effort as possible. He won't just want to hand it to James Willstrop, so we'll have to see what he can do. There we see a very dejected Daryl Selby walking onto the court.
Willstrop leads 2 games to love. Love all. One love.
Well, he'll play the match out, Daryl Selby, out of respect and professionalism in that way, Drew Boy, because it's obviously not so serious that he can't function at all, but
no, I mean he will, but you can see there he's just not getting out. He's not being able to get into a lunge or get out and recover from it, so certainly isn't going to do him any good.
Well, he did a lot of movements against Jonathan Kemp last night. A lot of twisting and turning, and obviously he's aggravated something in his back. If it was in complete spasm, then he wouldn't be able to even walk.
And you've gone through a lot of effort to try and get it ready for this evening, but very complex thing, the back.
And now
very hard if you have got something wrong.
1-all.
It's been such a pivotal area. So important.
Stroke to Selby. 2-1.
That was a brave effort from Daryl Selby, getting the ball in the back right and then somehow sprinting the length of the court.
Down.
Well, that was a painful rally for Daryl Selby. All credit to the man from Essex for trying his hardest, but certainly wasn't great for
Hand
the
out.
body.
2-all. Down. 3-2.
Well, I thought Willstrop would fire a few more in. It's not going to be hurt by Selby. Can't move to the front, so you wouldn't. Opportunities there, got to take it short.
4-2.
Well, there you see again, straight away, as soon as the ball's open, James Willstrop comes in, plays the drop
5-2.
shot, and Daryl Selby not able to move. That's an outrageous shot from Daryl Selby. Ball behind him, somehow flicking it, and the ball absolutely rolled.
And out. 3-5.
Well, I'm sure his dad will be really enjoying this one. That was quite Shabana-esque for Darren.
3-5.
Well, you saw James Willstrop feinting to show the drop
Hand
shot.
out. 6-3.
Daryl Selby stepping up and then, of course, not able to get back for the cross court.
Pick up. Ball was good. Handouts.
Daryl Selby said he wanted a few outright
4-6.
winners. And here comes another one.
Down.
Well, James Willstrop making a rare unforced error on the favoured backhand side. Selby obviously very relaxed, having not really featured in this match. Just going for whatever he can at times. Good retrievals from Willstrop here.
Nice attacks from Daryl Selby as well.
It seems to be moving at times quite fluidly.
It just seems as though it's loosening up a bit, doesn't it? Definitely looks easier than it did in the previous game and the beginning of this one.
Yes, lad.
Well, Willstrop not giving his fist to someone there, but just one of the referees giving a stroke, which is a bit manic. Slightly hot-headed referee. Not sure, we won't, probably Jos. It's got a temperature. Well, that rally looked to me like he was moving pretty well, to be honest, Struble. He
was moving a lot better, wasn't he?
Well, it doesn't matter how well you're moving. The ball's there. It's going to be finished exquisitely by
7-5.
the tall Yorkshireman. Absolute perfection there.
Well, there it is again from James
8-5.
Too loose, round the middle of the court, and a great shot from a dipping ball. Very hard to execute a volley drop from there.
Well, Daryl Selby really starting to struggle again, but James Willstrop's quality right up there. So 9-5 moments away, James Willstrop from a place in the semis.
Down.
Well, Willstrop was certainly loosening up there, firing the ball in.
And out.
Looking to play as attacking and squash as he could.
And out. 10-6. Match ball.
So Willstrop with 4 match balls, just under 30 minutes for this quarter. And there it is.
11-6.
Willstrop closing it out.
Game and match to Willstrop.
So we'll hear
3 games to love.
quite ridiculously,
11-4.
quite funnily, ironically, an interview with James Willstrop and his partner, Vanessa Atkinson. You don't get this in many sporting occasions, do you?
Ladies and gentlemen, he came through a huge match yesterday, so let's not let him leave without one more round of applause. Daryl Selby. James, well done. Now, it's probably safe to say that's not typical of your encounters with Daryl. Not taking anything away from you, he certainly wasn't his usual self on there. Do you think he left something on the court yesterday, possibly?
I would have thought so. I mean, yeah, there was obviously, the movement was slower, and yeah, I mean, I know, I'm sure he knows and the crowd know that that's not quite Daryl at his best, but it was tough last night. I mean, Jonathan played really well and made him move very fast, and I suppose that's what squash tournaments are about. You have to keep backing up, and it's not easy, but that was credit to him. He put a big effort in the third. You know, that just shows what he's like, and that's why he wins crucial matches and big matches, and he's a world team champion, and you know, he's a very, very tough competitor.
Now, as for yourself, you're looking very relaxed out there. Been playing really well lately, but it's something that all players probably have to deal with, that you're doing everything right, but it doesn't always necessarily translate in winning tournaments. So when that happens, is it just a case of, you know, keeping the faith and trusting that if you keep going, results will follow?
Yeah, you're right. I can't win at the moment, but no.
Sorry.
No, I can't win tournaments. Well, I haven't won a tournament for a bit, but I mean, that's a very difficult thing to do these days with people like Nick and Rami Ashur right at the top, and Gregory Gaultier and Shabaghi. So, yeah, exactly. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing and keep trying to learn and advance myself in every way that I can, and I'm really enjoy what I'm doing as well, and it's good. I mean, I just keep trying to break in, and hopefully another win soon might come.
Well, you've got a great record at this tournament, so who knows? We look forward to seeing you back tomorrow night in the semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, James Willstrop.
Well, that was a relaxing interview. 29 minutes, James Willstrop beats Daryl Selby, 11-3, 11-4, 11-6, 3 games to love.
So Daryl Selby managed to get the body motoring slightly more in that game, putting in a few good rallies, some excellent shots, going for the outright winners, and then actually managing to force himself to get into positions that were clearly really uncomfortable. But James Willstrop, consummate professional, dealing with it, looking to find the ball in the back of the court and then attacking when he had the opportunities into the front. And in the end, of course, James Willstrop, so accurate, such a hard player to play against, even when you're at your very best. And if you're below par, you are certainly going to struggle. And the writing was on the wall very early on there that James Willstrop was going to take that match, as Daryl Selby was clearly struggling.